Howdy, friendo. I'm One Tucker, and welcome back to Read Only Memories. So you'll notice that this is slightly different from where we left off, and that's because I had to replay the game back up to this point. Because I messed up and I thought I was recording for a solid half hour or so when I was not, in fact, recording. So that's unfortunate, but what can you do? Maybe I'll stick in clips of me replaying stuff because I did some stuff slightly differently. So shit, that's Hayden. This action will have consequences. Oh my god. That went much better. I'm a shit editor, so I don't know how well that'll go. So here we are, we're looking for Detective Lexi Rivers, who used to date our sister. And honestly, just the idea of anyone dating my sister just makes me just so uncomfortable. Honestly. Like my real life sister. Welcome to the Richmond District Neo-San Francisco Police Station, Citizen Tucker. How may I be of assistance today? Looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on an assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care. She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with? Anything newsworthy? I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo-San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help you with? Why can't I get into Hayden's apartment? I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge. Is there anything else I can help you with? Nope. Have a good day, Citizen Tucker. I wonder if, depending on what pronouns you use, if that form of address would change to, like, Mrs. or Mr. Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum. It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful tree too. The oil in its leaves can be used as a medical antiseptic or analgesic, boiled into tea or used as flavoring in foods. Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species. It's one of the only topics I've permanently committed to my personal memory. Your personal memory? Ah, yes, I don't actually store most information in my local memory. It's actually rather limited and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep. So, most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the mesh net when needed. It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it tedious, but I enjoy making sure my reference tables are up to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they are of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net. And eucalyptus trees make the cut? Well, as I said, I keep things pertaining to my personal memory. It may seem insignificant, but without the information about Eucalyptus globulus, I'd lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself. So, Eucalyptus globulus stays. You're cute. Of course I'm cute! The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the uncanny valley. Oh hey, that's cool. That's cool that they, like, are addressing that. I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise. I thought you painted abstract art. Oh, I do! However, I originally started by painting landscapes. My interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's work, and he focused on landscapes. So cute. Turing is so cute. It wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition. Bob Ross? Yes. Have you heard of him? Sure have. During my initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to mostly only educational programs. I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. He used an easy-to-learn wet-on-wet oil painting technique, and I started to paint along with the episodes. I also find his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions. I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal memory. That's really wild, though. Like, imagine... I mean, like, of course, there's probably, like, cloud storage or whatever they're calling it at this point in time, but imagine choosing what memories stayed with you permanently. Like, man. Imagine having to, with everything that you experienced, imagine having to decide whether or not you wanted that piece of your memory, that piece of you, to stay with you permanently, or to be in a place where it could be disconnected from you or lost forever. Anyway, food for thought. Let's look at this pretty hat. Do you think I'd look nice in that hat, Tucker? Yeah. Wouldn't hurt to try. I'll take you shopping sometime. I really love that, Tucker. Maybe it would look better in orange or green? Perhaps a mauve? I think green is more your color, Turing. Looks like he's taking a photo of his room. That's cute. Snack stand. Nice. Here we are. It was in the newspaper. You read okay today, right? I did read about that. I didn't originally when I was going through, but I did go back last time. I did go back this time when I was repeating and read about the Froyo stand. But you're about to hear all that again from Detective Rivers, so... Boy. You met her through your sister a while back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. It's really weird that sometimes this is use, and then sometimes it's touch. Like on Majid at the bar, it was touch. But then on other people, it's use. Oh my gay little heart. Hey Tucker, long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up before you start twisting my arm about whatever you need, okay? I swear, you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing? She's fine. What's with the Froyo stand? I don't know if you've heard, but we've got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. I think it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and committing some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. Not like I don't have real cases I could be working on, or actual criminals to be hunting down. If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred. What's their problem? I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big a hothead. I've got history. I've got implants. Take your pick. I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. So, yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you've got, Tucker. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me finish up with this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on? An old friend of mine, Hayden, has gone missing. Shoot, that's no good. I'm sorry. How long have they been gone? If it's been less than 48 hours, I can't start doing anything officially. I can't even really argue with that rule. They'll probably show up eventually. Maybe they just went on a trip. Unfortunately, Detective, things are a bit more serious than that. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to his kidnapping. Just prior to being taken, my owner instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. Now I believe he was expecting it. I have enlisted Tucker for their assistance. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. We need your help if we're going to track him down. Shoot. In that case, you should forward me your video of him being abducted, and I'll open up an investigation. I'm not sure I'd be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can keep tabs on things for you. I was hoping we could keep this off the books. Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure an official investigation goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Furthermore, we know there is already some kind of investigation currently ongoing. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax gets the shiniest new toys, huh? Turing is just like, please. I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside is actually dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking the investigation seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot in charge if it was something important. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise. This Froyo thing. I'll call you with details about the case later. Well, that didn't go how I'd hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss. I have another idea about how to get us both inside the apartment. You've actually come up with a plan? Haha. I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge. I can just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its data. We can't risk being too obvious. I'm sure you can come up with some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you, Tucker. That's not how this went last time. So I actually convinced her to get us into the apartment. I'm not really comfortable with this, you know? It's not cheating. They gave me a save system for a reason. Also, like, I was trying to not, like, guilt trip her. Okay, we're back here. So I'm gonna do what I did when, when I wasn't recording this. I'd rather she be, like, complicit in letting me into the apartment and not find out later that, like, I used her to get into the apartment, you know? Like, that just seems real... Ugh. Like, that's really uncomfortable. I'm like, she seems really like a good person, and we've been friends for a while, and I don't want to like... I don't know. I don't know. Ah. Oh, there was that noise. Okay. That's why I took this nice, stable job in the city. If I'd done it sooner, I'd still be with your sister. You know I can handle myself. You've been there. Sure you can, all the way up until you don't. Just let it go, Tucker. I'm not gonna be the one watching your sister cry over your casket. I'll handle this. I'll be careful. Just want to help my friend. Alright, fine, I'll get you into the damned apartment. Just be careful, okay? I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Get a weapon of some kind if you're going to poke around. And stay safe, I care about you. Thanks, I'll be careful. You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot at the place. Let me know what you find out. Alright, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed. Who, me? But I've got to attend to my stand. Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene. Yes, ma'am. Later, Tucker. I'll be in touch. Yeah, see, like, that was a little bit, like, I don't know. It seems a little bit, like, guilt trippy, but I wasn't expecting it to get all moral on me so fast. I'm not gonna do that again, by the way. I'm not gonna go back and replay any more of this. I'll be using the save system. I'll be using the save system better. I'll be using that more often and making sure I'm recording. But so then the consequences will just be what I have to deal with. But oh man, I really don't like making people upset. Like, even in games, you know? Like, oh, that stresses me out. So, like that girl at the bar also, like, I went back and I tried to be more, like, more civil with her and have her try to get her to have a slightly better opinion of me, and I'm not sure if that succeeded or not, but at least she didn't tell me to fuck off, basically. I mean, she told me to fuck off, but she didn't say, go fuck yourself with a cactus. She was like, leave me alone. So that's improvement. Anyway. Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the new SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. I have permission. One moment, citizen, while I verify. Detective Rivers, authorization. Authorization obtained. Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally. And there's this. What? Oh no! Oh no, our apartment! What did they do to my home? Who could have done this? That graffiti looks like Human Revolution stuff. Why would they come after us, though? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do, Tucker. This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? We'll find him. It'll be okay. You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst, Tucker. It's okay. It's okay, little buddy. I'm worried too. Let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics. I can speak English. The pictures are gone. No! Someone took the time to methodically shred the poor plant. What kind of pure graffiti. Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and a wide variety of cybernetic augmentations has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. Yeah, the view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. Tech scum. I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but I don't know why they'd come after Hayden. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. That's why they're protesting at Genus now. I'll run some deep mesh net searches and see if anything turns up. God, the human revolution shit gives me such just an awful vibe. The ROM piece has been embedded in the high-tech screen. I think I've clicked on everything but the desk. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. I think the data cache is gone, Tucker. We've searched everywhere and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. Maybe someone's framing the human revolution? It's interesting to think that they're trying to, like... It's interesting to think that somebody could be trying to frame, like, the movement or frame the, like, more intense followers of this human revolution movement. Like, it's interesting to think of that and think that it could be like another group trying to stir up trouble, but also the human revolution gives me such a bad vibe. Like God, they seem like a bunch of TERFs. Bunch of TERFs and transphobes. Honestly. Like, any group that's like, you can't change your body to be more comfortable with, more comfortable, any group that's saying something like that is like immediately going on a bad list. You know? But I kind of want to see what... No. Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research? That's a distinct possibility, Tucker. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Usually is. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigoted Luddites stuck in the past. Well, I know which way I'm leaning. Definitely. Perhaps we could... Oh, gee. Tucker! Well, that's no good. Alright, and this is the beginning of chapter 2. So, I'm thinking about doing about a chapter per episode. I'll see, I guess we'll see next time I'm recording this how long this takes. I need to get to like a save point. Tucker, thank goodness you're finally awake! I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I am relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay. My head is killing me. What happened? Someone ambushed us at the apartment! After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 10 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those even temporarily. What's strange is that there isn't evidence of any impact trauma to your head at all. The doctors were originally worried that you may have suffered a concussion, but thankfully that isn't the case. My best calculations indicate you were hit with some kind of neurological scrambler. They are serious military hardware and difficult to obtain, and that type of non-lethal electrical field will interrupt my systems as well. A mil-spec neuroscrambler is my best deduction. Why do you think they did this? Perhaps a big multinational corporation or even an actual government. Oh, who do you think did this? I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of that data cache we were looking for. Why did they attack us and just leave? If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense. Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research? A reasonable deduction, Tucker. Thank you. I think. We'll have to be careful from here on out, so as to prevent our stalkers from snatching the prize from us. If they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens to him. Did you see who hit us? No, I didn't. They hit us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind or were just very careful making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROMs, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Maybe it wasn't a human? No thermal change? Did they just sneak in the front door while we were there rummaging? When my RAM got scrambled, I lost a few seconds of memory that hadn't yet been written to my data drive. Anyway, the nurses told me that they do want you to stay overnight for observation, Tucker. As sound precaution to be sure, but if we were hit with a neuroscrambler, not a blunt object, it's a waste of time. I won't presume to make medical decisions for you, but perhaps we should pressure them for your release today? It's just... Aiden's trail is getting cold. Oh! Before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. I bet I'm gonna lose it again. Here are those headphones you reviewed. Sweet. Do I have to return them? Possibly. I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published. Just let me know when you want to leave. Ah, excuse me. I do not mean to be a busybody, but you see, visitors are so rare these days. Have I overheard that your friend has gone missing? Alright. So I think I'm going to leave this here because I have been recording for a while. I'm not sure exactly how much that you are going to see, but yeah, I've been here for the better part of like an hour at this point. And I'm gonna see if I can't have a chapter per episode or something close to that. So we're starting chapter 2 now. This is very exciting. We're meeting so many new people. Well, we're about to meet somebody else new, but we met Detective Rivers, and oh my gosh. I just think everybody I've been introduced to so far is great, and I'd probably date all of them. Although Lexi seems like a lesbian and wouldn't be interested in me, so that's fair. Anyway. I like this screen just flashing. Okay. So, thanks so much to all one of you watching, and I will hopefully see you next time.